Hi friends, in this video we are going to discuss the components of income tax law. So, there are 5 components of income tax law. Income Tax Act 1961, then Income Tax Rule 1962, Annual Finance Act, then Circulars and Notification, 5th and the final case law. So, first we are going to discuss the Income Tax Act 1961. So, Income Tax Act 1961. The levy of income tax in India is governed by the Income Tax Act 1961. It came into force on 1st April 1962. It contained 298 sections and 14 schedules. These sections can be again divided into subsections or clauses or subclauses. Then, these sections may also have provisions and explanations. Now, Section 1 of Income Tax Act 1961 states it extends to all of India. So now we are going to look what do you mean by India in case of Income Tax Act 1961. So Section 2 Clause 25A defines the term India. So according to Income Tax Act 1961, India means the territory of India, its territorial water, seabeds and subsoil underlying such water, then continental shelf, exclusive economic zone or any other specified maritime zone and the airspace above its territory and territorial water. So, India means the territory of India, its territorial water, seabeds and subsoil underlying such water, continental shelf, exclusive economic zone, then any other specified maritime zone and the airspace above its territory and territorial water. So now we have discussed the first component, the Income Tax Act 1961. Now we are going to look the Annual Finance Act. Every year the Finance Minister introduces the finance bill in the budgets section in the Parliament. So after the finance bill is passed by both the houses of the Parliament and get the assent of the President, it becomes Finance Act. So the amendments are made to the Income Tax Act 1961 and other tax laws through Finance Act. So the Schedule 1st of Finance Act contains 4 parts which specifies the rate of taxes. So it specifies rate of taxes. So part 1 specifies the rate of tax applicable for the current assessment year. So we are going to discuss the assessment year and previous year topic in the next video. So specifies the rate of tax applicable for the current assessment year. So the rate of tax is given in the Annual Finance Act. In some cases it is given in the Income Tax Act 1961 itself. So the Schedule 1st of the Finance Act contains 4 parts and the first part specifies the rate of tax applicable for the current assessment year. And part 2 contains the rate at which the TDS is deducted for the current financial year. TDS means tax deducted at source. So, the rate at which the TDS is deducted for the current financial year is contained in part 2. Then part 3 contains the rate for calculating income tax, for deducting tax from income chargeable under the head salary and computation of advance tax. Then part 4 contains the rules for computing the net agriculture income. You just have to understand these things. So, we have discussed the Income Tax Act 1961 and Annual Finance Act. Now, we are going to look the Income Tax Rule 1962. So, Income Tax Rule 1962. So, the administration of DT means direct tax, is looked after by the CBDT. So, the CBDT is empowered to make rules for carrying out the purpose of Act. So, the rules also have sub-rules, provisions and explanations. So, the rules are made by the CBDT, Central Board of Direct Tax. So, Central Board of Direct Tax makes the rules for carrying out the purpose of the Act. So, the rules also have sub-rules, provisions and explanation. Now we are going to look the circulars and notification. Circulars are also issued by the CBDT and the department is bound by the circulars. That means the department is bound to follow whatever matter is stated in the circulars. So The circulars is issued by the CBDT from time to time to deal with the certain specific problems and to clarify doubts regarding the scope and meaning of certain provisions of the Act. So, in order to clarify the doubt, the CBDT issues circulars. So, circulars are issued for the guidance of the officers. Now, next we are going to look the notifications. Notifications are issued by the central government to give effect to the provision of the Act. So, the difference between circular and notification is that circulars are issued by the CBDT, Central Board of Direct Tax, whereas notification is issued by the central government. Then, the notification is binding on both department and assessee. So, this notification has to be followed by both department and assessee. Then, the last and final component of income tax law is the case laws. Case laws refer to the decision given by the court. So, case laws refer to the decisions given by the court. It is not possible for the Parliament to provide solution to all the issues that may arise in the implementation of the Act. So, the Parliament cannot solve all the issues at the time of implementation of the Act. Hence, the judiciary will hear the dispute between the assessee and the department and give decision on various issues. So, the judicial will hear the dispute between the department and the assessee and give decision on various issues. So, this is the case laws. So, in order to understand the subject matter income tax thoroughly, we have to refer to these components. If you have any doubt, please feel free to comment below. And if you have learned anything from this video, please do hit the subscribe button and press the bell icon to get more classes. And don't forget to like this video. Bye. See you in the next video.